Oh, buried alive, I think. I think being burnt alive.
I'm not a big fan of flying. Plane crash sounds the worst, but I think of all of those buried alive because it's the only one where shock doesn't set in and save you. You're aware till the bitter end, so I would say buried alive.
Burnt alive. It's very painful, I think.
My toothbrush, and you should floss. It's really important. My phone, so that I could get any kind of recordings. I kind of enjoy a little bit of EVP collection for a hobby, and snacks, booze and snacks.
The Bible. I'm bringing a stuffed animal and a knife. Somebody who works in the industry of finding ghosts.
My Glock, even though I ain't gonna do anything. Yeah, what are you gonna take? My lip gloss, my Glock, and a sheet.
Spend the night in a haunted house. My teddy bear, because I'd need emotional support. I feel like that's a good answer. 2, salt for protection. 3, a good candle, because if I'm gonna be there all night, I need some kind of light. I'm assuming there's no lights in the haunted house, so I'm gonna bring a candle just for light. I mean, we can make it real cute too. My favorite scary movie is John Carpenter's The Thing. I got to see it for its 40th anniversary in the movie theater. That was my first time ever experiencing it, and now it's my comfort movie. Of all the movies in the world, that is my comfort movie that I put on before bed. It is my favorite film.
Rosemary's Baby. It was one of the earliest ones I saw. The Exorcist scared the hell out of me when I was a kid. But Rosemary's Baby was one of the first movies I remember thinking, wow, that's crazy. And I loved how what scares you in Rosemary's Baby is what you come up with, not what you say.
The original Halloween, 1978, because it's the one that jump-started the horror genre. My favorite is Hocus Pocus because it was the first Halloween themed movie I ever saw, and it's my favorite.
Talking the OG, right?
The OG, not part 2, the first one.
Well, right now, Terrifier. I just think for that little indie film to do what it's done. And I think it's fun. I think it's a great movie. I think the effects are great. Right now I love Terrifier.
Zombie apocalypse, weapon of choice, somebody else's brain to throw in the other room and then run away.
Are we going because they're Return of the Living Dead theme this weekend?
Yeah, there's a whole lot of
More brains.
Zombies, more brains.
A long-range shotgun, so I don't have to get close. I'm bringing a knife.
The hand idea.
Yeah, right in the head.
Well, my real answer is I'd probably die before even deciding. But I think I'm better at hand to hand. I'd probably bring like a machete or something like that.
Shotgun.
Happy, happy Halloween, Halloween, Halloween. Happy, happy Halloween, silver shamrock. Happy, happy Halloween, Halloween, Halloween. Happy, happy Halloween, silver shamrock.
It's almost time.
Scariest Hillary Clinton. My sister was wearing it. I'm like, oh, she looked just like her. It was terrifying.
There's an old creepy pasta called the Rake. It's got a very specific mask. It's very scary. I can't describe it. I don't want to think about it.
I'm gonna have to go with a clown, not like like clown, because that's not scary to me, but like the dirty, grungy looking clowns. Those freak me out all the time. Pinhead freaks me out.
Scariest I've seen? The substance at the end. That looks like crazy.
Scare me? No. There was some that I just don't really get behind because I'm not super into slasher. Others are, and that's really cool. But slasher doesn't really do. It's not that they're too scary. It's more like they don't interest me.
This is controversial, especially with the guests here this weekend. I don't like Saw. I don't do gore, hardcore like that. I know I said The Thing's my favorite movie, but that's like alien gore. Saw is like real life gore. I think it's an amazing concept, but it scares me too bad.
I will not watch The Nun or Insidious. I don't have specific, but I stay away from Thai horror movies. I've watched one in my life and I can't remember the name, and I will never go back and watch those.
Absolutely not. And our first family fun movie back when VHS came out was I Spit on Your Grave.
Oh, I divorced him.
Worst nightmare I ever had was there was a like robot apocalypse, and I was trying to leave to get off where I live, which is a peninsula, and I was trying to go over this bridge, and the bridge collapsed, and I was stuck with the aliens, and then I woke up.
Almost like a Final Destination kind of deal.
Pretty much, yeah, where it's just like, I'm gonna make it, and then it's like, nope, there's no way out.
I did have a nightmare when I was younger that there was a man in our house chasing us with a knife, and he was killing off my family members one by one.
Kind of like The Purge.
Kind of like The Purge, but maybe just a little too real for me, for a kid. I had a dream once that I was dead and I didn't know it. And then someone finally told me that I was dead, and I think I was 15. So I just told myself I had to make it to my 16th birthday after that.
Worst nightmare? I don't really dream anymore. I guess like the falling nightmares or being chased. Oh, I had a nightmare one time, but it was kind of funny. I was in the bathroom and Freddy Krueger was coming after me, and he opened the door and went like this, and I like slammed the door in his face. I'm like, I'm going to the bathroom. But it was kind of funny. I don't know where that came from.
Vampire, because that could go like either way, you know. Vampire, totally. You can make the most of that.
A vampire, because the zombie's gonna want to eat the rest of me. They take a bite, they're just gonna want to eat, whereas a vampire's just gonna bite you. A vampire.
Vampire. Every single day, I will always pick vampire.
Vampire all day.
Yes, I've walked through a graveyard at night. I've walked through a graveyard in the morning. I've walked through a graveyard at dusk. I used to be the executor of a small historic cemetery, so I have been through a graveyard at all times, and they're very.
No. We used to hang out in them high school, so yeah.
There wasn't alcohol.
I did actually. I think the first time I ever did that, I was in 7th grade. My best friend, she lived right next to a church with a cemetery, and she was like, "I bet you won't do that." And I went and I did it.
Yes.
No, I don't find them interesting, but I'm not afraid of them.
No. Well, I think that depends on the situation.
Yes, I don't do clowns.
Not even like the circus one, all of them in general.
I don't want a clown anywhere near me. I don't want to see it. I don't want it to be anywhere near me. No, thank you.
Yes, I have seen a dead person. I have touched a dead person. I have resurrected at least one dead person. I'm a former EMT, and I've done CPR, and it's worked, and I've done CPR, and it hasn't worked. And it was a privilege to be there when people needed me the most, and I hope I did my best by everybody. But yes, and I'll tell you this much, don't be afraid of dead people. It's the live people you should be concerned about.
Yes, I have. He jumped from a hotel building and we drove right up to him and he was just laying there. It was very freaky. And I had seen one in a multi-car pileup going to Atlanta, and we were wondering why all the traffic was there, and we realized it because there was the dead body in the road that we saw.
Have I ever seen it? Yeah, I have.
No. And I'm trying to I've been scared that I've gone into like tachycardic response, but I so far she's held. Go girl.
The pants have stayed dry. Nice.
Pants have stayed dry. Very, the older I get, the more of a challenge that is. But so far, so good.
That's a whole nother issue.
Issue, yeah.
That's a whole nother category we'd have to.
Yeah, when you're asking a woman of a certain age, you have to.
That is what it is.
That I haven't. Not yet. I'm sure maybe one day.
No. No.
No, I wish. I never did.
Prejudice.
Find disgusting in general or in like a horror sense?
Whatever direction you want to take that.
Like I said, I don't do gore. I can handle blood, but I don't do guts.
Being sticky, I don't like that. That's disgusting.
Is that, would you say, like, if you were sweating or something, or another reason?
Any form of being sticky, like syrup. I don't eat syrup. It gets on my fingers. If I'm like sweating and I can't take a shower right away and I get sticky, absolutely not. No thing. I get so grossed out and I get very angry.
You just want to be clean.
I just want to be clean. I don't think things should be sticky. I think that is one of the worst feelings in the world. As an adult, I'm gonna go with pedophiles. They disgust me.
What's that?
Pedophiles. Well then.
I appreciate you going with a real life horror.
Yeah, that is a real life horror.
What's something I find most disgusting? People shitting on themselves. Or, peeing on themselves. I mean, they can't help it sometimes, but it's kind of smelly and disgusting.
I have lied down on a coffin for 3 minutes. For longer than that, actually. And I also got in one in an escape room where you had to read the clues on the top of the coffin, and everybody kept goofing it up, so I was probably in there a good 5 or 6.
Yeah.
For 3 minutes.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Am I getting buried?
No.
Yes, I would.